44, verse 4. Howbeit, I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets.
So God is now sending you, sis, the prophets out here to teach you what God said to do and what he said not to do. Read.
Rising early.
Rising early. We came out here early before any of y'all was probably woke. We were sitting here thinking like, man, I can't wait to go out and teach my people what the truth is according to the Bible. I can't wait to show and teach my people that this is not in the Bible.
Right.
But God looked like us. The greatest man to walk the face of the planet get treated the worst because they know we the greatest. They know that we better than anybody else. But when these the men go fight and rise for their community, when these the men go teach the younger men that Christ looked like us. You real? Ephraim. So y'all three brothers from Ephraim. So now you see, y'all, I guess y'all two from Judah, India and DK. Is y'all from Judah? Are you a so-called African American today? When you fill out a job application, that's what you check. Is that what you check off? So why is it that we call ourselves by what our oppressors call us? The same man that enslaved us. Who went into slavery first? I got a history question I want to ask y'all. Who went into slavery first, blacks or Hispanics? Don't nobody know? Black people went into slavery first. What you say, India? Black people, what you say, Omar? Black people, what you say? Black people, you say it too? You say it too? Why is it that you see in the history, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Dominicans, they went into slavery in 1492. So why is it that now we don't know that the Puerto Ricans and Mexicans went into slavery before we did? Jeremiah 17:4. It's because we have been discontinued from our heritage. We don't know who we are no more. We call ourselves by what the white man called us. The white man called you a Puerto Rican, an African American. God called you an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, an Israelite from the tribe of Ephraim. But why we don't know who we are today no more? Read.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
Come on, because you're not looking at the men that's going to rise up for their community. We always hear it's no good man out here. No man out here fighting and trying to teach the truth. But now it's about to come out and y'all going to learn. Read.
And thou, even thyself.
So God said even you, yourself, Uriel, Omar, DK, Jeremy, India, Kevin. God said even y'all going to what?
Discontinue.
You're going to be cut off, read.
From thine heritage.
From your heritage, your history. Guess what? Give me what the heritage is. This is Sirach 17:11. Now you're going to learn what your heritage is. Our heritage quinceañeras? Is your heritage Christmas? Is your heritage to dress up like a bomb pop and talk about 4th of July? That's not your heritage. That's not what you were celebrating before you went into slavery. Your forefathers and foremothers died fighting for keeping the commandments. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 11.
Let's see what your heritage is.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge.
God gave us knowledge of what?
And the law of life.
He said he gave us knowledge in the law. That's when you know you have knowledge. Would you say you smart? Would you got knowledge? You don't think you smart? So why is it that you the greatest man on the face of the planet and you would think that you're not smart? That's because nobody is uplifting you and teaching you that. All these brothers out here, you see our kids out here, I ask my son if he's smart, he gonna say yes sir with confidence.
Right.
But America beat you down and now you don't think you're smart. But I bet you know how to hook up a PlayStation, a video game, don't you? So you is smart. What about you, Omar, Jeremy, y'all smart? Right. You said no. Why you say no? You about to be smart today. Read it from the top.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge.
God gave us knowledge. No, God gave us religion.
Knowledge.
God gave us baptism.
Knowledge.
God didn't give us no 4th of July. God didn't give us no Christmas. God gave us knowledge. DK, where you going? See, DK, you got to come learn your history, bro. Just 2 seconds. Come on. You went to Burger King today. We're going to touch today about the Sabbath. Read.
In the law of life for inheritance.
So what is our heritage? God's laws. Now we're going to learn some of God's laws that the older man, Kevin, is going to come over here and start teaching and build us with us, that Jeremy and Omar now is going to start learning. So let me ask y'all this. Who know what these is called right here? Fringes. He know what they fringes is. You ever heard of fringes? Omar, you ever heard of fringes? Come y'all, come look at this sign. Why is it that now you see, I need the so-called Puerto Ricans, the Israelites from the tribe of Ephraim. Come to your brothers and come look. When you see, why is it that in our history, we had these on? Now, who know the purpose of having these on? Is it a fashion statement? Okay, let's see what the Bible says about it. I'm going to show what every so-called black and Hispanic man, woman, and children is supposed to be wearing. Because we want to wear all these other designers in these clothes. $1,000 belts, $5,000 jackets. But then we're going to want to spend $2, $3 to put some fringes on, but we'll say we believe in God.
Right.
Come on, man.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 37.
We're going to read the Israelite dress code. Come on.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
So look, DK, when you hear children of Israel, that's talking about the so-called blacks and Hispanics. God is only talking about us, and he's only dealing with us. He's only for us. He only died for us. Read.
And bid them.
God said bid and command the so-called blacks and Hispanics, the so-called Puerto Ricans, to do what?
That they make them fringes.
They make them what?
Fringes in the borders of their garments.
So God said you got to put fringes on the borders of your garments. Right now, you see fringes on our clothes. We had them before, but guess what? They beat your history out of you, and now you don't want to dress like that. Now you want to go to these local stores out here, spend your money on overpriced clothes.
Right.
Maybe you just want to get a little something from a Walmart shirt or something. But we don't wear our own clothes, our own heritage. Don't you see when Chinese people get dressed and they celebrate their stuff, don't they start looking like Chinese people? What you think, Omar? Don't they dress like that? They look like, you seen that movie Mulan? You seen Mulan before? When they was dressing up and they put the little white face on and all of that, right? So they got a tradition and history and a custom that they follow. Why we don't follow ours? Why when it come out the Bible, we don't want to do what God told us to do. We want to do what everybody else do. But I guarantee you, watch this. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? You. So if y'all believe in God, now we going to learn that God told us to do something. Read.
Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make the fringes in the borders of their garments.
So God said you got to wear fringes. Jeremy, what is fringes? Where they at? What is fringes? Omar, where fringes at? I showed you on my clothes where they at, and I showed you in the history time before we got enslaved what we was wearing. So what is fringes? India. These right here is fringes, right? You got to wear them on your shirt. Read.
On the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
Throughout their generation, meaning forever. Speed it up.
And that they put upon them fringe, the borders a ribbon of blue.
Hey, Ariel, bring the sister over. So look, we got to have fringes, a border of blue on the bottom of your garment. Now, who can tell me what they think fringes is for? Kevin, you know, so hold on. What you think fringes is for? India, DK, Omar, Jeremy, Uriel. What we got? What we got? Come on, y'all, build with me. What you say, Omar? You don't know what fringe is for? Nobody want to take a shot at it? Okay, let's see what the Bible say.
The book of
39.
verse 39. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it.
When you get your fringes, you got to look on your fringes and do what?
And remember.
And remember what?
All the commandments of the Lord.
So God said you're supposed to have fringes on so you can remember all of the commandments. Is it only 10 commandments? Okay, no. Let's get some more commandments. So everybody know on the bottom of your clothes you're supposed to have what? Let's say it together, y'all. I know we don't know each other. I'm Obadiah if y'all don't know. What we supposed to have, God said we supposed to wear at the bottom of our clothes. Fringes at the border of your garment. India. Fringes, right? With a border of blue. Omar and Jeremy, DK, what you say? Supposed to have fringes on. That's it?
On the border of their garments.
And keep the commandments of the Lord and
do them.
And do them. So now y'all know y'all supposed to keep the commandments and do them. So as an Israelite, God gave us commandments. He never gave you religion. But now I want to ask you brothers, I want to ask y'all, what do men look at when sisters show their body off? Go ahead, DK. I think something came to your mind. You don't want to say it, do you? What do men look at when sisters show their body off? What do? They look in their eyes? What are they looking at, Kevin? They looking at their figure. So now, how old is you? 13. You're going to learn something too. So sis, what do you think God said you're supposed to wear? Are you supposed to wear what men wear? You don't know? Yes, no, or you don't know? You're not supposed to? Okay, I'm going to show you. Get that law real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5.
So this is what the so-called black and Hispanic women and men are supposed to be doing in the Bible. Read.
The woman shall not wear.
So India, do God care about what you wear? He don't. Do God care about how you dress? He do. Because he said, thou shalt not what?
The woman shall not wear.
So he's telling you right out the gate, God care about what you dress and what you put on. So that lets you know, can you come as you are? Can you come in to say, oh, you know, I'm a homosexual, I'm going to wear what I want to wear, dress how I want to dress? Can you do it? Can you do what you want to with God? You can't even do what you want to in America, but you think you can do what you want to in God. Come on.
The woman shall not wear
that which pertaineth unto a man.
What that mean?
Tell us that.
Okay. What you think it mean? When they say a woman should not wear what belongs to a man, come through, bro.
Step closer.
Take
closer.
DK, what do it mean when it says the woman shall not wear what pertains or belongs to a man? You don't know? All right, what about you? Read it from the top for him so you can catch up.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertain unto a man.
So what that mean? Clothing, right? So it's a piece of clothes that the woman, India, it's a piece of clothes that the woman is not supposed to wear. Come on through. Come through. I got you. You got better network over there? Okay, hold on. We're going to finish this thing before you go. So the woman is not supposed to wear pants. Understood? Come on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And the man not supposed to wear dresses. But how many black people in the community you see doing this today? A bunch of them, right? Even on TV, you see the Shanae-Nays, the Medias, who else? The white chicks. You see them putting that stuff out there, and they try to use comedy to try to get you to go ahead and say, oh, no, that's cool. You know, it's all right with me, as long as they don't come and try to come at me like that. But God told you that the man is supposed to not wear dresses. The woman is not supposed to wear pants.
Bring it out.
That's simply in the Bible. God gave us a dress code.
Right.
Now, Kevin, what's your name? Huh? Frank? Frank, Kevin, I'm going to ask y'all because y'all older. DK, I'm going to ask y'all, what do men look at when women show their body off? He already answered. You going to keep it 100? What men look at? They look at their body, right? They look at their curves. So, sis, do you know that you're supposed to have your body covered up when it comes to God so men don't get to see all your figure and your body parts? So why do we dress? Why do we as men allow our women to dress like that? Why do us as our women think that it's okay to dress like that? Because of media, TV. What you think, Kevin?
The white man was setting off the system here where we have my thinking on that. He's setting the standards and we follow this standard. Right,
so we following Eurocentric standards, trying to look up and think that the white man is the standard of beauty. When really, do you feel, I'm going to ask the men, and I want you to listen to the men. Do you think a woman look better in a dress or with her body all showed out? In a dress, because she's more respectable, right? Now, which woman would you be more willing to marry? A sister that's showing her body off and every man get to see and look at it? Or the sister that's covering her body up? Classy. The one that cover her body up that do what God say do. Because every sister and brother that goes against the dress code of God is a what?
For all that do so
Come on.
are abomination.
God said it's an abomination. India, how do God feel about abominations? Say it again. He can cast him out. Okay, what you think, Kevin? Do he like abomination? Okay, what you think? Do he like it? What you think, sis? He don't. So what must you do, Jeremiah 44:4? What must you do when it comes to having an abomination on? Because God said if you got on pants, you showing your body off. He said it's an abomination.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, verse 4. Howbeit, I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets.
So God is now sending you, sis, the prophets out here to teach you what God said to do and what he said not to do. Read.
Rising early.
Rising early. We came out here early before any of y'all was probably woke. We was sitting here thinking like, man, I can't wait to go out and teach my people what the truth is according to the Bible. I can't wait to show and teach my people that this is not in the Bible.
Right.
But God look like us. The greatest man to walk the face of the planet get treated the worst. Because they know we the greatest. They know that we better than anybody else. But we need the men go fight and rise for their community. We need the men go teach the younger men that Christ look like us. If color didn't matter, why is this everywhere? Why do you see black men with a white man tatted on them? And they say they hate the white man, but you got them tatted on you. You have the cross hanging on your head. Read that.
Howbeit I sent unto you
Come on.
All my servants,
the prophets,
The prophets.
rising early.
We rising early. Come on.
And sending them
saying, oh, do not
this abominable
So
thing.
God said, do not this abominable thing when women wearing pants and men wearing dresses, the Medias, the Shanaes, all of them. God said, do not this abominable thing, because what?
I hate,
But God love everybody. It's all love.
I hate.
So when you just heard out the Bible, does God hate? Huh? DK, come over, bro. You got to pay attention. Does God hate? He don't. So why we just read it? He said he ain't hear it. Sis, India, do God hate? Read it again. Somebody heard it. Somebody was in their phone. You might be thinking about Burger King. But now you got to come to this Bible, bro.
The book of Jeremiah,
Chapter 44, verse 4.
Stay with me, DK. Come on.
howbeit I sent unto you all my servants, the prophets.
So God sent us out here. We didn't just say, oh, no, one day we're going to stop being drug dealers and gangbangers and not, so we just going to come out here and pick a Bible up. God called each and every one of us to come out here and do what we doing. Come on.
rising
Early,
Come on.
and sending them, saying,
Saying what?
oh, do not this abominable thing.
God said, do not do this abominable thing. Guess what? Eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, that's abomination. Men wearing dresses, women wearing pants, that's abomination. I know you brothers might not want to hear it, but guess what? Having threesomes, that is an abomination. So God said, do not this abominable thing.
That I hate.
What?
That I hate.
Does God hate? Does God hate? So God hate when you do abominations.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.